Do you ever feel stuck, unable to move forward? Have you ever felt it? This heavy, invisible force that presses down on you, keeping you from moving, from doing all the things you dream of. You see others making progress, reaching their goals, and you think, I have bigger dreams, more ideas than them. Why can't I do it? You pump yourself up, make plans, tell yourself, this week will be different. And what happens? You're still in the same place, stuck, feeling that daily disappointment. Frustrating, isn't it? Society calls it laziness, and you've probably called yourself lazy 1,000 times too. But what if I told you it's not your fault? What if I told you it's not about weak willpower, but about a massive lie you've been trapped by? Today, we're going to tear that lie apart, give you a map, and guide you out of the cycle that's been holding you back.
The lies of "that's just how I am" are eating you alive. Do you often hear yourself say, "that's just how I am," or "I always mess things up," or "I guess I'm just destined for less"? These phrases sound like fate, but they're actually a script being written by an invisible enemy deep inside you. Without you even realizing it, this enemy has taken control of your life and you've mistakenly believed it's your destiny. What is this invisible enemy? It's the part of yourself you've been avoiding. All those buried fears, insecurities, bad memories, and little secrets you don't want anyone to know. Here's the kicker. The bigger your ambitions, the stronger this invisible enemy becomes, because its job is to keep you safe, small, and comfortable. So when you decide to go big, it starts sabotaging you, making you feel tired, distracted, and indecisive. Doesn't every step feel heavy? Your mind constantly invents clever reasons to procrastinate, to rest, to escape. Think about it. How many times have you decided to make a change, only to find yourself doing the exact opposite a few hours later? This isn't weakness. This is your internal defense system kicking in. Your wants and your fears are in a tug of war. Your dreams and this invisible enemy are locked in a tug of war. And until you clearly see what's happening, you'll always lose. You might think motivation is the answer. Watch a few hyped up YouTube speeches, get that adrenaline rush, and maybe then you'll finally start, right? But here's the twist. If you don't know what's holding you back, motivation will only fuel the fire of your invisible enemy. Carl Jung once said, "Unless you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Your laziness is, to a large extent, your unconscious fears at work. This invisible enemy loves to see you fail. Every time you mess up, it whispers in your ear, "See, I told you it wouldn't work." Let's break down this common pattern. You get inspired, set a big goal, start a business, get in shape, learn a new skill. At first, you're full of enthusiasm, making plans, telling your friends. But then, days pass, doubts creep in, and distractions multiply. You start to compromise with yourself. I'll start when I'm rested. I'll start when things settle down. I'll just learn a bit more first. Next thing you know, a week's gone, then a month. Your motivation disappears and you feel like a failure. Then you go looking for new inspiration, new secrets, and the whole cycle starts all over again. This is the cruelest secret. It's not a lack of motivation, talent, or opportunity. It's a lack of honest confrontation with the deep-seated fear of what might happen if you actually change. Stuck in place. What are you really afraid of? Are you truly afraid of failure? Or are you afraid of success and all the changes it will bring? Afraid of being judged, or afraid of standing out, or perhaps the pressure that comes when people have higher expectations of you. Your invisible enemy isn't trying to ruin your life. It's trying to protect you from pain, embarrassment, and disappointment. But it can't tell the difference between real danger and imagined risks. Every time you listen to that hidden fear, you retreat a little. And every time you retreat, your invisible enemy gets a little stronger. Think back to the last time you truly wanted to make a change. Did you notice how quickly your mind invented urgent distractions? Suddenly, cleaning the house, scrolling on your phone, or just talking about your goals became more important than actually taking action. This isn't accidental. This is your invisible enemy defending its territory. It knows that any real change threatens your comfort zone. So it will resist, distract you, and even punish you with anxiety, guilt, or shame. It will do anything to stop you from taking risks. Face the fear. What is your laziness protecting you from? Here's a truth few people talk about. Your deeply ingrained bad habits always give you something in return, even if it's just temporary relief. Staying in bed means you don't have to face the world's expectations. Not starting that project means you'll never risk failure. Not asking for what you want means you'll never be rejected. Your invisible enemy constantly offers you the illusion of safety. It whispers, "You'll change tomorrow." But tomorrow never comes. Unless you can name what you're gaining from these old patterns, you'll never break free. So, you need to bravely face yourself, even if it feels uncomfortable. Most people never slow down enough to truly listen to what their resistance is trying to tell them. Tonight, find a quiet place to sit and imagine you're talking to the part of you that always finds excuses not to start. Ask it, what are you afraid will happen if I succeed? Let any answers surface, even if they sound silly, angry, or irrational. Often, this invisible enemy will reveal old wounds, like times you were mocked, criticized, or felt alone. Sometimes it's the fear of success and the new responsibilities that come with it. Sometimes it's the fear that if you finally pursue what you want, you'll lose the people who only loved the old you. This isn't weakness. It's just old pain disguised as procrastination or exhaustion. But once you hear that story, you can start to change it. Your action blueprint. Defeating the laziness cycle. As for a victim mentality, we must completely shed it. Nietzsche despised those who played the victim. He saw it as a modern form of spiritual slavery, constantly complaining, waiting to be rescued, using past traumas to justify stagnation. He didn't deny your pain, he just didn't condone your passivity. So from now on, stop telling your story as a tragedy, stop reciting your trauma as your identity, stop weaponizing your suffering to gain sympathy. Instead, turn it into unyielding steel, because frankly, no one truly cares what you went through. They only care what you became despite it all. If all you've become is pain, anxiety, and fragility, then you've let your past win. So rewrite it. Don't say I'm a trauma survivor. Say I'm a builder forged in fire. Don't say I was harmed. Say I am now invulnerable. Don't say I have anxiety. Say I own my peace. Remember, your words are your spells. Speak power or stay silent. This is your ultimate challenge, a real practical blueprint to help you break the laziness cycle. Name your invisible enemy. Write down what your laziness is truly protecting you from. Don't judge it, just see it clearly. Take one tiny daily action, not a giant leap, but one small step each day that moves you forward. For example, a 5-minute walk, writing a short paragraph, sending an email, or having an honest conversation. Do it every day, even if you feel it's pointless. Remember, the power isn't in the size of the step, but in breaking the spell of inaction. Honestly track your progress. Every night, ask yourself, did I take my small action today? What resistance did I feel?
Did my invisible enemy try to bargain, distract, or stop me? Write it down, even if it's just one sentence. What gets tracked gets changed. Share your truth with someone you trust. Find a friend you trust, or join a safe community and share what you're doing, even if it feels a little embarrassing. The act of speaking your truth out loud will significantly weaken the invisible enemy's power. Expect setbacks, but return to it. This invisible enemy is stubborn. Some days you'll definitely feel the old resistance creeping back, tiredness, excuses, old habits calling your name. But if you miss a day, don't spiral into guilt. Acknowledge your invisible enemy, forgive yourself, and start again. Nietzsche once said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." Every time you return to your intention, you weaken the old patterns a little more. Commit to this for 3 weeks. Watch what happens. You'll notice your invisible enemy losing its grip. Your lazy days will become fewer. Your confidence will grow, not from hype, but from deep inner self-trust. This isn't just theory. This is how real people, with real...
Your new story starts now. Most people will never get this far. They'll watch half a video, save another tip, and keep waiting for that magical moment that never arrives. But you, if you've stayed until the end, you've proven that your desire for truth outweighs your comfort. Carl Jung believed that those who dare to face themselves become the rarest, most powerful individuals. They stop living by someone else's script and start writing their own story. The world needs more people like that. The world needs you, awake, honest, and moving forward. If this video resonated with you, then here's your final challenge. Share in the comments what your invisible enemy has been telling you, or what tiny action you'll take today. Support others who are doing the same. Let's create a space where honesty is celebrated and transformation becomes possible. If you want more deep diving videos that go beyond the hype and give you real tools, click subscribe and truly join this journey. Thanks for watching. Your new story starts now.